Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Mario Golf. It is time for our fifth matchup. Our record so far is 3-1. Our next contestants are going to be Harry and Maple. In the interest of using a character I'm not terrible with, I'm going to go with Maple because she hits the ball straight. Now, Maple just doesn't quite have Plum's charm. Partly because her voice actress just sounds really bored. Like, she should sound energetic, but she just doesn't.
Here I am.
And our opponent is going to be Harry. Here is our next battlefield, the Boo Valley. Things are just going to keep on getting crazier. Most of the holes in Boo Valley are suspended over mist-filled bottomless abysses. Oh, and out-of-control wind, but that's not exactly unusual, is it? Okay, so hitting it onto the narrowest part of the fairway, where there's a bottomless abyss to either side, and a 20-mile-per-hour wind, seems like a bad idea. So, let's maybe try this instead. Ooh, starting off with a perfect shot. Oh wow, that sent it even farther left than I thought. Good thing we compensated so much. Looks like we have a clean shot at the flag. See, she just sounds so bored.
Oh, hurry up.
Although that hurry up had a little bit of low-key sass to it. I did like that line. Let's see what this does for us. Look at how Maple's valid... Ooh, that was beautiful. Look at how Maple's valid hit area, the red line below the aiming bar, is very small. As you get to more powerful characters, one of the downsides is they're harder to control, which is to say it's easier to duff with them.
Excellent. Okay. Good shot.
Nice on.
Wonderful. Oh.
No!
Nice birdie. Okay.
Alright, so rather than getting a lead here, having lined up an easy putt just means that we're not going to lose. Almost hit it too hard.
Woohoo!
Alright, starting off even. I believe of all the characters with a straight shot, Maple has the longest drive. Her character description says something about her being the best female player in the circuit. Which, given the power of her drive, it's not too surprising. Let's see. Alright, let's play very conservatively. Let's really underpower it, just in case the wind just sends it really far. Wow, my timing seems to be on today. Which means I'm going to mess it up when it matters. Okay, undercooking it was a good call, it seems. Harry's definitely got the power on us. And the CPU probably doesn't have the problems dealing with an arced shot that I do. Which means we are at a bit of a disadvantage with this matchup, but that just makes it interesting, right? Well, with a 9-mile-per-hour wind at our backs, it's unlikely to drop into the abyss, right? Even so, let's aim it a little left, just so we have a bit more ground to land on. I don't know, though. It is downhill from us. Alright, we're going to try this. The courses just keep getting harder. Oh, keep going, keep going! Oh, man. That was scary. Should have hit it a little harder. If Harry drops it close to the hole, he's probably going to get a birdie and get a lead on us. Look at all those mushrooms in the background. Okay, if he sinks it from there, then he pretty much wins this hole. Okay, 11 yards away. We're basically right on top of it. At this range, the wind shouldn't matter. Gonna put backspin on it and just tap it. Gorgeous. I'm very happy with that approach. Now don't sink it, Harry. Don't sink it. It's so far away. Not much slope, though. Whew. Ah, that was close. That was a nice touch. Well done to you, Harry.
Nice par.
He is not satisfied with his par.
Nice par.
Oh, yes.
Oh lord, it's raining. A par 5. Another crazy hole. It's a wild day in the world of Mario Golf. Strong tailwind. Dare I? A little nervous. Maybe if I hit it like this. I am worried that it's going to push the ball. I don't think it's going to push it that far, though. Now, I also don't want to end up in that bunker, so let's aim left a bit. Oh, man. This course is terrifying. The fairway is so narrow everywhere. And it just drops off into a bottomless abyss. Alright, how's that going to work out for us? Okay, it did exactly what I wanted. Whew! This course is not good for my blood pressure. A little underpowered from Harry. But that might have been deliberate. Yeah, he didn't want it to go too far, so... that shot did what he wanted, for the most part. He is closer to the hole than we are by a bit. Now we can make it to the green in 2 with the aid of that strong tailwind. We might not even need to make it a power shot. I think I will, just to be really safe. I'd rather end up in the sand than drop into the bottomless abyss, because that would be a one-stroke penalty. I'm not going to put on backspin. Whew! Maple, your valid hit area is so small. Ooh, too strong.
Too bad.
Shouldn't have gone with the power shot. We may have just set things up for Harry to get an eagle and a win. I was just so scared of it dropping into the abyss, not reaching the green.
Wonderful.
I'm going to be pretty surprised if Harry loses this hole. Or even stronger than that, I'm going to be surprised if he doesn't win this hole outright. Now, it never goes as far as it should when you're hitting from the sand. So ordinarily, 15 yards when we've got, let's round up, an 80-yard power here would be slightly under a quarter. But I'm going to go more like a third? At least a third, I think. Maybe even a little more. Okay, that was a little more than I wanted, but... well, we can probably get it into the hole from there, if the slope isn't too crazy. But Harry's probably going to drop it in the hole and get a win. Yep.
Nice eagle.
Yeah, I overpowered it because I was so nervous about not reaching the green with that shot. Alright, well... the advantage is now we get to watch Harry go first and learn from his shots. Alright. No surprise that he's compensating way to the left with that strong wind. Okay, that was actually underpowered, so that says to me that we might want to upscale our shot a bit. I don't understand why that was underpowered, though. But let's upscale our shot, compensate left, and... pray. Oh, beautiful. Thanks for showing us what not to do, Harry. If you would stop rolling, ball.
Nice on.
Hurry up.
Okay, he set it up for an easy par. However, if we sink it here, we tie the game up. Which we really want, obviously. Hard to judge these slopes. I think I've compensated about the right amount. A little uphill, so we're going to want to overpower it slightly. Okay, perfect.
Birdie.
Woohoo!
Nice. Is Harry bending his club there? It kind of looks like he is. Calm down, dude. Clubs are expensive. Don't ruin your clubs in your rage. From the flyover, this doesn't look like such a bad hole. It's not that far to the hole, so we can drop our power back and not worry about it. See if my judgment was correct. Yeah, looks like that did about what I wanted it to. And what is friend Harry gonna do? Underpowered again, but he probably wants to for the same reason we did. Pretty good shot. He played it a little closer. Harry's a risk taker. Okay, we definitely don't want to drop into the abyss. About like that, I think. And things have been going reasonably well passing on the backspin, so I think I'll pass on it here as well. I think it honestly caused me more troubles than it solved. Unlike in the Switch version of Mario Golf, where putting on the super backspin is just super overpowered. Should have compensated even more. If Harry gets a better approach, he'll be in a position to take the lead again. What's his AI doing? Okay, I was afraid the game had bugged out for a second there. I seem to remember when I played this game as a teenager, I managed to get the game to crash. Wow.
Too bad.
Wow, Harry, what? His AI really did bug out. It took forever to make a decision and then made a terrible shot. I think he pretty much just handed the hole to us. Wow, his game has fallen apart. But like I was saying, I managed to crash the game outright once, playing this as a teenager. I don't remember exactly how. But assuming that memory is accurate, it is a game that has crash bugs. Though I don't think they're exactly common. Now we don't need to sink it from here. We just need to not screw up so bad it takes us tons of shots to get to the hole. So let's play conservatively. That's probably underpowered, but that's fine.
Nice approach.
Not even sure where the hole ended, or I mean the ball ended up thanks to the weird camera angle. Pretty close to the hole, apparently. What? Oh, man.
Oh no.
For a second, I thought he was going to miss that putt, and I was just like, what has happened to Harry?
Nice par.
Oh, yes.
Thanks for the easy win, Harry. All right. This hole doesn't look too crazy by the standards of this course. So the hole's over there. As usual, we got a pretty strong wind. We've got a tailwind. No, I don't think that would work. We could try to drop it onto that little promontory, but let's play conservatively while we've got a lead. I'm more concerned with not losing than I am with getting wins right now. Let's try this. Well, I really don't want the ball dropping onto a slope. Slopes make everything more annoying. So let's aim even farther left. I think this will be okay. Alright, pretty nice, pretty nice. Wow, Harry did aim for that promontory and almost paid the price for it. Ended up in the semi-rough. Alright, it's flat. I don't think we're going to need to change the club we're using. Compensate for the wind and maybe it's only 10 miles per hour. Yeah, let's leave it about like that. Oof. You're so hard to control, Maple. Should have compensated a little more. Oh, way more. Okay, yeah, I way undercompensated for that. Did not judge that wind correctly. Well, Harry messed up too, which is lucky. If he played properly there, he could have taken advantage of our very poor approach. We're going to want about 1/3 power, roughly. Backspin seems appropriate. I don't think the wind will affect it much at this short range, but I'll aim a little bit to the right. On the other hand, it looks like the green slopes from left to right, so maybe those two factors will cancel each other out. Just ever so slightly less power than what I was going for. That looks like a reasonable approach. Should be able to get it into the hole from there. Ooh, beautiful shot from Harry. Showing us how it's done. Okay, this is a miss and lose kind of situation, so... Good.
Nice par.
Oh, yes.
Alright, Harry will sink this easily, and status quo is maintained. What?
Oh no.
Wow, way to make me look foolish, Harry, by making yourself look foolish. Thanks for another win. What the heck? Oh man, the wind on this course is just nuts. Okay, so what's going on here is it wants to lure me into a false sense of security and just blast my hole right off that edge with that really strong tailwind, so we're not going to allow that to happen. We don't have enough power to clear that ravine, so it's not worth the risk. Keep playing conservatively, especially now that our lead has widened. Okay, stop. Stop rolling. Whew. Alright, perfect. Wow, what's Harry up to now with his crazy shenanigans? So where is he in relation to us? Okay. Well, that does put him closer to the green than we are. I'll admit that. Where the heck is the hole? Okay, over there. Oh, Harry may be trying to get to the green in 2 shots. It should be very fancy. We're not even going to try, because that's obviously unattainable. Now, we don't want to drop the ball on this side of the mushrooms, or it's going to be obstructing our view of the green. I would honestly rather just land in the rough, so I'm going to risk the ball going too far, rather than risk getting stuck behind those mushrooms. Ooh, hopefully we don't end up in that bunker. Not quite. Okay, that worked out. You gonna make it to the green, Harry?
Nice shot.
He didn't quite make it to the green. It was a valiant effort, but it was basically for nothing. Well, not quite for nothing. He has a much easier approach shot than us. He's not really going to have to contend with the wind like we are. 19 miles per hour is a lot, so let's really aim left. You know, when the wind is this strong, ending up even just much closer to the green is valuable on these par 5s. Looks like I overcompensated that time. Judging the wind is so hard. Stop rolling, ball.
Nice on.
Okay, so... advantage definitely Harry here, although what the heck? What kind of approach shot was that, Harry? If you had just aimed at the hole,
Nice on.
you'd have been in a good position to drop in a birdie and almost certainly defeat us. As it is, now we can just relax. Take a nice conservative putt at the hole. Don't have to try and sink it here. Alright, let's see. What's the slope like? Compensate a little that way. And we just want to get it close. Good enough.
Nice touch.
I mean, obviously, extending our lead even more would have been great, but...
Nice par.
this is a tough course and a theoretically tough opponent,
Oh, yes.
so I don't want to take unnecessary risks unless I fall behind. Oh, this is a scary par 3. Let me guess, crazy wind again? 6 miles per hour isn't much by the standards of this course. Alright, let's make sure we don't drop into the abyss. Compensate a bit. Okay, I should have put backspin on it. It rolled off the edge of the green. My mistake there. Another opportunity for Harry to drop it for an easy birdie and take a win. Nope, he hit it too far as well. Honestly, with the way this hole is designed, it's hard not to hit it too far. Because if you underpower it, you might just drop into the abyss that's right in front of the green. And so if you're going to err on either side, you're going to err on the side of overpowering it, and then it's going to fly off the opposite edge of the green. Wow, that just rolled forever. The slope on this hole must be pretty intense. I'd rather putt it from here, in all honesty. I think the fairway will slow it down a fair bit, so we're probably going to want to hit it pretty hard. That may be a little... No, that was perfect. Exactly what I wanted.
Nice approach.
Thanks, I think so too. Ooh, underpowered putt from Harry, and I think we're going to take the lead again. Or rather, extend our lead.
Oh no.
Nice.
Nice par.
Oh, yes.
Maple is cleaning up. Low-key Maple. Don't underestimate her just because she sounds a little sleepy. That is a crazy hole. It looks like a snake, and the fairway is so narrow and windy. This is a nightmare hole. Absolute nightmare. Not only that, it's a pretty long par 4, so it's not like you can just way undershot it. Oh my goodness. If I aim too far to the left, I'll probably end up in the sand. Honestly, it might be worth using up a power shot on this. just so we're far away from the sand. Try aiming right about there and the wind should blow it back onto the fairway. That's what we're gonna hope. Hey, we didn't even use up the power shot. Okay. Okay, it's looking alright. Perfect, just what I wanted. Pretty good shot from Harry as well. Oh, he's actually farther away from the green than we are. What is that shot? Maybe he has a plan that I don't understand. Oh, okay, yeah, that was beautiful. I wasn't visually parsing the grid correctly.
Nice on.
Okay, so he overpowered that a lot. He was aiming for the far hill, basically. We'll do the same, because it worked out for him. Yeah, we'll pretty much just mimic what he did. Thanks for showing us the way, Harry.
Nice on.
Bit of a tricky putt. I feel like, even if I hit it full power, it probably wouldn't quite go all the way. Which means we have to switch to the 100-footer, and it's so hard to time this correctly. Oh, that was way more power than I wanted. Way too strong. Did not time that well at all. Harry probably takes the win here. Yeah.
Nice birdie. Okay.
I'm not even upset about that one. He earned that. And we didn't play awfully or anything. We just didn't quite compensate enough for the wind, so we ended up with a really long putt. We had to sink him. It was awkward. It was at a really awkward distance, too. Just too far away to use the 30-foot putter. Just far enough that it's really hard to get the right power level with the 100-foot putter. Ooh. Do I want to try this? Oh, that feels risky. Oh, that feels risky. I really want to do the more conservative play and just drop it here, but I don't know if I want to let Harry have an easy time of it getting so much closer to the green than us. Okay, we're going for it. Holding my breath.
Oh no.
Oh, that was a risk that did not pay off. I should have just gone with the conservative shot. We've lost this hole. Harry would have to screw up in a really major way to not take the win on this hole now. Shouldn't have taken that risky shot. Even burned up a power hit for nothing. Man, look, if I go to this club, I have to aim it perfectly or Maple will duff it. She's pretty hard to control. Well, looks like I could have, but I just got punished pretty hard for taking a risk, so I didn't want to do it again. Wow, they're not even clapping for us. That's how poorly we're doing. Oh? Well, that was lucky. Harry still has every advantage, but at least he didn't make it to the green in 2 shots. That truly would have been the death knell for us. Hard to know how much to compensate for the wind. I always get it wrong, it seems like. Either under or overcompensating. Well, that was pretty good. About what I wanted. Don't know what that's about. Oh, never mind. Harry knew something I didn't. He's compensating for the slope of the green. Alright, yeah. I mean, we kind of handed Harry this win with that stupid initial play that really didn't work out. But he's playing well, too. So it's both our poor play and his good play that is leading to this outcome. Where we're in like double bogey territory and he's getting a birdie.
Nice birdie. Okay.
Our lead is really shrinking. Alright, we need to put our game face on. Because our seemingly safe, comfortable lead is just collapsing before our eyes. Harry was just playing terribly, but all of a sudden he's gotten his game together. Okay. Yeah, nothing special about this initial shot, I don't think. Oof. That early perfect timing I had going on is definitely down the drain, too. Wish I could have gotten closer to the green than Harry so I could have watched what he wanted to do first. 4 miles per hour isn't a lot of wind. I'm gonna try hitting it, I guess maybe just a tiny bit of compensation left. I'm gonna put backspin on it. Let's see how this works out for us. Absolutely beautiful.
Nice on.
I shouldn't have done that leftward compensation. It might have dropped right into the hole if I hadn't. Other than that, that was pretty beautiful.
Nice on.
Pretty nice shot from Harry too, but if he manages to biff this putt, then he hands us a win. However, he dropped it right in.
Okay.
Guess he realized he was playing so really poorly and got serious. This is a trickier shot than I thought it would be, given how close it is, because that's some sharp slope. Come on. Alright.
Nice birdie.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Harry's putting the pressure on us. Guess he's sending us a message. I'm not going to let you win that easily, little girl, is what he's saying. Alright, good. He's still going first, so he's overpowering it quite a bit.
Nice shot.
Too much, it looks like. And he didn't really compensate for the wind laterally, which that proved to be a mistake. A mistake we won't repeat. Well, we landed on the green and he didn't, so
Nice
we're
on.
pretty far from the hole, though. So if I were to venture any kind of prediction, it's that he and I both get par. Pretty reasonable approach shot from him. Looks like it's another nasty slope on this green, though. His ball's rolling at a weird arc. Wow. That rolled really far. That's a shot I would have trouble sinking, but Harry might have an easier time of it, depending on how his AI is feeling. So here we've got light slope to the right, then it's pretty flat, and then maybe a little bit of light slope to the left. Kind of looks that way, so I'm just not going to compensate in any direction. Hopefully that's the right amount of power. Oh! Whoa. My heart skipped a beat there. That's good though, we've extended our lead. I love the triumphant music. Man, Harry, you're going through a lot of golf clubs, dude. Alright, another snaky, narrow, fairway, long par 4 kind of course. Not the first one we've seen, or kind of hole, I mean. Not the first one we've seen on this course. So let's... Yeah, I don't want to risk shooting my hole off the cliff there. So let's try about here. He may be frustrated at losing, but he's still polite and compliments us when we get a good shot. A good sport, that Harry. When he's not bending his golf clubs into horseshoes. All right. Let's try this. I honestly don't know how that's going to turn out. Overpowered is how. My intuition told me I needed to overpower it, but my intuition was wrong. As it often is. Ooh, Harry's dumping it on the green. If he can sink it from there,
Nice on.
he's going to narrow our lead again. So, a little more power than I meant to put into it. Ah, not terrible. If Harry misses this putt, it's probably another draw. That looks pretty good, though. That's about what I would have done. Yep.
Nice birdie. Okay.
He's still not letting us win easily. Real back and forth matchup this time. Pretty exciting. My cat's food dispenser does its job. Alright. The ball went about where his grid was, so it didn't do anything too crazy. Oh yeah, there's not even any wind. That's unusual for this course. So if we just replicate that, we should be okay. So, I had a thought process that led down quite a rabbit hole today. I was going to tell a story, but I'm worried if I divert my concentration, I might do something dumb and play really poorly. I think I just pretty much want to do a very basic shot from here, right? Maybe with some backspin. Not sure the backspin was needed. Might have been a better shot without it. But yeah, so I went kind of down a mental rabbit hole today. I was thinking it's sometimes frustrating when I make my video games, trying to make them cross-platform. In other words, working on a variety of different operating systems and hardware. And so I was thinking, man, it would be really nice if I could just make games for... That was a beautiful putt. However, he didn't quite sink it, so... If we don't mess this up, we extend our lead again. Oh, okay. I thought there was a little slope, but I guess I was wrong. Too bad. We should have been able to extend our lead there. That was just pure bad putting that we didn't. I'm a little disappointed in myself. I thought there was slope, but there must not have been any. We really should have been able to extend our lead there. But anyway, yeah, and so I thought it would be really nice if I could just develop games for consistent hardware. Because then you don't need to worry about all the cross-platform nonsense. Alright, we're going to want to compensate pretty hard for that wind, aren't we? And consistent hardware for games, of course, pretty much means consoles. But there's a variety of downsides to that. Consoles tend to go obsolete relatively quickly. I mean, it feels like the pace of new consoles has slowed down in the past decade, but still, even now they pretty much go obsolete every few years. Or get replaced every few years at least. And also, it typically costs an arm and a leg to get a developer kit for a console. Let's not mess this up again. Alright. Nice job to us. And so I thought, it would be pretty awesome if I could just design, manufacture, and sell my own console, which I could then just support however long I wanted to support it, and not have to worry about consoles getting replaced and obsoleted. But the really obvious downside to that plan is that I'm not rich, so I don't have the capital to fund the design, manufacture, and sale of my own console. But then I thought, you know what I could do, though? I could just design my own fantasy console and write emulators for it for any platform that I wanted to support. Now, at that point, I've left the realm of practicality, because that's probably more work than just writing a game to work on multiple operating systems and computers and such. But nonetheless, I ran with that line of thought. And, I wonder if I want to overpower it even more. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go with this. But nonetheless, I ran with that line of thinking. And so I decided to look into writing emulators and did a bit of research. Okay, I figured it was going to go straight in the sand trap, and it did. And I guess it's kind of a rite of passage to, if you want to get into writing emulators, the first thing you do is you write an emulator for this really simple... Oh, Harry did the same thing we did. Okay, I'm going to concentrate for a second here. Sorry, interrupting my story. That's not quite as powerful as I intended to make it. We did just barely get out of the sand trap, though. Harry's probably going to have a better shot than us. Oh, look at it. Wow. He hit it really hard. And that was the correct thing to do. I underestimated just how underpowered shots from the sand are. Still, we might be able to sink it from here. Probably not. It's right at that awkward spot where it's too far away for the 30 putter, but it's almost impossible to get the power right on the 100 footer. That's about what I was going for, though. Oh, nope, never mind. It's what I was going for, but it was wrong, basically. Harry not letting us take the win quite yet. He is keeping us fighting to the very end. Par 5, kind of a snaky course. We get to watch what Harry does since he took the win. This is such a back and forth matchup, it's great. Alright, so like I was saying, I guess it's kind of a rite of passage to write an emulator for this minimalistic and simple instruction set architecture that was designed in the late 70s, basically for hobbyists to make games with, called Chip 8. And and then you can kind of go from there to, more complex things, making emulators for proper consoles. Huh. I'm a little nervous about this because it's so uphill. 26 yards is pretty seriously uphill. Also, what the heck are those? There's those giant thingamabobbers in my way, whatever they are. Still, if I hit it right between them... It's a risk. The last time I took a big risk like this, it did not pay off at all. So I'm wondering if I should just go with the conservative play. Nah, let's be risk takers. Let's make it exciting. Here we go. Oh, okay. Those things aren't quite as in the way as I feared. This should be fine. Oh, what was I even worried about? That's fine. I don't know if we're actually closer to the hole than Harry is by doing that, though. No, we are not. Maybe he had the right idea. Uphill, but strong tailwind. I'm gonna guess those things cancel each other out. We'll see how this goes. I don't feel too confident about this shot. Oh, wow. I didn't compensate anywhere near enough for that wind. Not even close. Okay, well, Harry messed it up too, so we're in the same boat. Both of us trying to be fancy and it not working out for either of us. Oh, this is a little tricky. It's uphill, there's wind. The wind probably won't matter too much at a short range like this. It's so uphill, I probably want to overpower it a bit. Maybe put some backspin on it. Whatever, we're on the green. Hopefully Harry doesn't land it right on the hole, or he's going to tie it up right here. Sorry, I interrupted my story again because I suddenly feel like I have to concentrate pretty hard. Okay, once again, we're basically in the same boat.
Nice on.
Okay, I fear this may be a miss and lose situation. I feel like Harry's probably going to sink it. It's not a real strong slope, so that's probably about the right amount of... Why is it at that awkward distance again? So we learned last time that 2 pips under 50 was too strong. So let's aim for 3 pips under 50. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. Alright, it all comes down to this. Dang it, Harry. Okay, but I win in a draw. So... I don't even need to win outright. As long as I get a tie, then the victory goes to us. So what did he do exactly? Okay. Interesting. So rather than aiming there, he decided to aim there. Okay, I understand. Now that I'm up to tee off. I don't like that. I'm definitely going to take the conservative play here. Such upbeat, peppy music. So yeah, so anyway, having discovered that it's kind of a rite of passage to make a Chip 8 emulator, that's the first thing you do if you want to get into writing emulators, I went ahead and started working on that today. Oh, gotta concentrate again. Let's try about like this, I guess. Can't let my guard down here. Overcompensated. Oh, that's unfortunate. Underpowered, too. If Harry drops it near the hole, he could win outright. I don't know what would happen. It would go to sudden death or what. Well, I mean, we'd be tied and there's one hole left to go. Oh, this is not looking good for us at all. Oh, man. Bad outcome. My chances of sinking it with a putt from here are slim to none. Rain really slows everything down a lot, so that's probably too powerful, though. No, that was about right.
Nice approach.
But Harry's gonna sink it. Dang.
Nice birdie.
Wow.
Okay.
Our approach was just awful. Well, sudden death. It all comes down to this. Oh, we're back to hole 1. Was that hole 18? Maybe that was hole 18. Okay, so sudden death it is then, eh? What a match. What a match this has been. So yeah, I found some guides to Chip 8. Found documentation on the technical specifications. And started implementing some of the instructions and a simple test program that basically just prints the IBM logo on the screen. And I got all that working in the first 6 or so instructions in a few hours, so it actually turned out to be very easy, which was pretty cool. There's still a lot more instructions left to implement, but I already implemented the most complex one, which is displaying sprites on the screen. Oh, why did we have to end up in the rough? This isn't going great. So it's off to a good start. Oh man, what a... I overpowered it so much and it didn't even reach the green. Please stop rolling. Probably a win for Harry then. We had a big lead at one point and it just collapsed on us. It's not like we even did anything really awful. It was just small mistakes added up.
Nice on.
And Harry really got his game on and he wins now. Because there's 0 chance I sink this and there's 0 chance he doesn't sink his putt. So yeah, it's over. Well, thought there was slope, but I was wrong. We might have almost sank that if I hadn't have done an unnecessary compensation. I'm actually pretty disappointed by this loss,
Okay.
surprisingly. I feel like I should have won that. I just made little mistakes here and there, and Harry just stopped making mistakes, and it added up. Exciting match, though. Really back and forth. So next time, play another couple of characters, and we're going to do the final course. That doesn't mean it's going to be the final episode, because we've still got more characters to go after that. One more pair. And then we're going to check out some of the other game modes. So it's not over yet, folks. But last course we're going to check out next episode. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then. Bye.